Boy howdy. Wrong form. Hey, I'm here. It's 10:54 on Saturday, or PM on Saturday, May 18th. As I said, 29 people, yeah. This is the biggest queue I've had. Enjoy the small numbers while you can, because once Dawn Trail comes out, it's going to be hundreds, thousands of people ahead of you. Ridiculous. I haven't seen the loading screen for this area. That's cool. So I'm here. Like I said, I'm going to be. There is no hard end time that I have to be done by tonight. But I'm probably going to stop at like 2 or 3. I don't know. If I stop at 2, it's only going to be a 3-hour stream. No, you know what? I'm going to stop at 2. This is going to... I wanted to be here earlier, but I finally unpacked from my vacation. And, yeah, it took me a lot longer than I thought it would. I did go to, Such Is the Way, yeah. I did go to the local Wah today, the Wawa, in, New Jersey. That only exists here, don't worry. And I did pick up a Mountain Dew. They did not have any of the points stuff for 14. And if I got it, I was probably going to give it to my brother first. But I got a Baja Laguna lemonade, which is, I've had this before. Local Babby no. Got a Baja Laguna lemonade, which is pretty good. So I'll be sipping that down over the course of the stream. Oh god, I can feel it killing me on the inside. This stream is not sponsored in any way, in shape, or form by Mountain Dew. Do not assume it is. We already did... Yeah, I've looked through all that already. Whoa. Went off like a rocket. What did you get done last stream? Sorry I didn't stick around for the whole thing. Oh, it's okay. I finished 2.1. That's pretty much exactly where I stopped. I was like, oh, perfect. I'll finish 2.1 and then start 2.2 next time. Oh my god, I don't want to do any of those. Was that Weenus Pinkle? Cool. At least you could go around. The traffic got worse in the past few hours here due to much needed construction. Oh. Yeah. I'm just doing, we're just gonna start, 2.2. Give me 1 second, sorry. It's without fail. I swear to God. Right before I start streaming, that's when everyone starts messaging me. And I'm like, can I talk to you all, like, in, 3 hours? Maybe? Thank you. I take it you've come to study the tomes as well. It's very, very important to broaden your knowledge, as Y'shtola says. Take me with you shows I please. Said I wanted to take on greater responsibilities, but I didn't expect her to heap tomes on my desk in response. No, you gotta stay here and, cook the books. I'm here to study the tomes of Taco Bell. I mean, you know, we have a Mountain Dew crossover. A Taco Bell crossover could happen. I mean, Taco Bell's had Final Fantasy stuff before. Didn't they have something for Rebirth? A remake? Back in 2020? This leads to Minfilia's private quarters. Have to look up what story beats for the 2.x patches there were, because it's kind of all blended together for me. This is going to be through the Maelstrom, which is why I mentioned pool toys and swimming in storms. Minfilia's a new assignment for you. Still waters. Truly, there is no rest for the weary. Scarce had I begun to make myself at home when I received a request for assistance from Amagina and Sons' mineral concern. It would appear their storehouse in Horizon has been the target of a series of covert robberies. Minor as they seemed in isolation, occasional discrepancies in the manifests were long dismissed as clerical errors. It was only during the concern's annual audit that a pattern became apparent. Significant quantities of crystals, and only crystals, were missing. I need hardly tell you what that may imply. The Brass Blades charged with investigating the thefts believe that someone within the concern is selling the crystals for profit. Alas, they have yet been able to identify a likely suspect, and the concern's proprietors have grown frustrated by their lack of progress. Needless to say, I would not have agreed to intervene had the stolen goods been merely of monetary value. If there's even a possibility that the thief acts not out of self-interest, but in service to a primal, we can ill afford to wait for the Blades to realize their mistake. Pray depart for Horizon at your earliest convenience. Rendezvous with Ishtola when you arrive. She and Dankrat have already begun a preliminary investigation. I have every confidence that the three of you will get to the bottom of these thefts. I only hope our fears prove unfounded when you do. I'm sure they'll be quite founded. I'm sure they'll find those fears to be quite founded when I get there. The character in that thumbnail's here earlier than you remember. Oh, interesting. Yeah, so last stream, it was found out by me towards the end that I didn't realize that my PNG tuber was constantly changing because I'm hitting the number keys, and those are also what the PNG tuber's wired to. So it's a bit of a problem. I did also realize that means I could also put hotkeys on my Stream Deck and just have, like, the control row be, like, Stream Deck buttons instead. That being said, I also have been told many times to just try using a controller, and I kind of want to do it. Yeah, I'm in Mordona. To be frank, it does work for you for other reasons, true, but it's not as fun if it doesn't use the whole transformation. See, that's not supposed to happen. It's happening because the hotkeys are all messed up. Wait a minute, why is it hitting 0? I thought that was 1. Oh! Never mind, it's because... Yeah, it's because the transformation buttons hit 0, then 1, 2, or 3. Nah, that's a problem. That's a problem. Ow. Anyway, I switched my Aetheryte thing to be a tier for now. Before we get started though, I am going to go back to Ul'dah and go to the and see what the gold saucer drawing was. You notice how they mentioned this was a small settlement when you got here, now it's clearly bigger. The place actually gradually got built over time during the 2X patches, really? I didn't notice. Like, was it changing in real time for me, or was it just like the patches made it bigger? So like when I went there at the beginning of the game, it was already giant. What am I doing? I keep forgetting that I could just use the crystal here. I was taking a sip of my not Final Fantasy XIV Mountain Dew. But yeah, I think what I might do... The patches made bigger. Unfortunately, that makes some of the dialogue a bit awkward now. I barely noticed. I mean, at this point, it doesn't really matter much. I like how you could see the gold saucer from Southern Thanalan if you're flying. You can't go to it, but you could see it. I feel like the only reason they put it in Thanalan is because they were like, oh, well, the gold saucer in 7's in a desert. Why not? Because I feel like this place would totally be in La Noscea if that was not like the intention. Unlucky Morpheus. I have not played it all since the last stream, so it's I have not gotten any more yokai stuff. 1.0 was literally just a few tents, and 2.0 the areas immediately around the Aetheryte and Rising Stones. Ah. I mean, when I got here, it was already fully built, so it doesn't matter. Dang, yo. Alright. You actually see where the 1.0 spot is. It's a corrupted crystal structure just outside the settlement that has destroyed tents in it. I feel like that kind of like, man, that kind of sucks for new players then. I had no idea. Now that's been mentioned, I feel like I missed out. Wait, what? Oh, cashier. I forgot, Japanese gambling laws, like, you have to have separate places for the cash out and gambling place. Jumbo Cat Cup ticket looks to be in order. Let's see what you have won. No numbers match. 5245. Well, I definitely didn't get that. Any more? Yep. No numbers. And probably no numbers, right? Nope. That's the random one. Thankfully, their expansion is the same idea, but the player is influenced. But actually, player influence, so they'll start at 0 for you, and you have to work to build them up. Oh, nice. $1357. That's a nice. That's a nice number. Alright, we gotta go Horizon. You really miss out on too much, by the way. It's really just the same area, but less stuff. Are you kidding? That makes the game so much more appealing to me. There's too much game. There's too much of this. Just another second here. Okay. Grizzle Bus. That's what I'm gonna call that guy. Ah, Shozai, your assistance is most welcome. I've already spoken at length with the brass blades of the rose, albeit to little avail. It would seem that the thieves took great pains to conceal their activities. I could go into further detail, but your time might be better spent in conversation with Fufulupa. He's the officer charged with leading the investigation, and I would only be repeating without what she related to me. If aught eluded my attention, mayhap it will not elude yours. Did the same thing where it updated with patches in the endgame Heavensward area, and I was there for those updates and didn't even realize things changed all till later. Okay, where's this Foofy No-No character? Gege Ruju? No, there they are. Isitan. Bussy Large. Shozai, what a pleasure to see you again. Ishtola said to expect you. Terrible business, these thefts. There are so many characters in this game, I don't remember the voices I do for any of them. We've yet to confirm the quantity of crystals stolen, but I dare say it may be greater than... or less than. But never mind that, I have news to share. A short while ago, the driver of a heavily laden carriage refused to halt for inspection, and broke through one of our checkpoints on the Royal Allegan Sunway. The cart bolted off towards eastern Danaland, where, thank the gods, I hear our colleagues were able to apprehend them without further incident. A speeding carriage? That would seem a curious choice for thieves of such proven cunning. Yet the Amalja do have a foothold in eastern Danaland. And what of their cargo? What of the cargo? Chico, do you know where they took the cargo? Did they carry the crystals we seek? We should be receiving a report any minute now, but I fail to see what else it could... Did you miss me, friends? I'm back, but I fear I may be bearing disappointing news. Or on second thought, perhaps it is good news after all. Dancred, wherever have you been off to? I figured you had everything under control here, so I just took a brief excursion to the east to check up on our Amalja friends. And would you believe it? Wouldn't you believe it? I happened upon a runaway carriage in the way, and was able to do a small part to help my friends in the Brass Blades intercept it. In all my years, I've never had such a prodigious quantity of somnus. The Blades were calling it one of the greatest hauls they've ever seen. Stolen crystals, on the other hand, were nowhere to be found. Is that so? Alas, I suppose we have no choice but to resume our search elsewhere. We should reassess our options as well. Come with us, Shozai. Most of the updates are really just for the raid and crafting stuff, and I only care about the story version of raids until, like, Shadowbringers. I've already beaten him, right? Star means I've already done it. Exclamation point means I haven't. Against all expectation, it would seem the Amalja are innocent of this particular spate of crimes. By all indications, they've yet to replenish the stores of crystals exhausted during their last attempt to summon Ifrit. What I can't fathom is why anyone else would go to such lengths to obtain crystals, and in such quantities. It cannot be that we are dealing with simple thieves. If their motives were profit, why would they limit their trade to crystals alone? Plainly, we are missing something. While you think about what it might be, I shall inform Urianger of our progress, or lack thereof.
Now then.
Voice dialogue. Star means you could still win cards you don't have. They just won't have any icon if you have beaten them and have all their cards. Okay. I don't care about getting all their cards. I just care about beating them.
Tis I. The situation may be more complicated than we anticipated.
Indeed, I shall remain watchful. Ere thou goest, another matter requireth thine attention. A young maiden, full eager to... Wherefore inquirest thou of her fairness? Ah, very well. Be she damsel or devil, I shall direct her steps to Revenant's Tome.
It's a bit quiet, isn't it?
Save thine insinuations for one given to such impropriety. Thou shalt not find me a
That should be better. I think I'm a little low, actually. Alright, that might be better. I should just turn off the idle frame rate thing. I don't think it's going to put much of a strain on my system if I keep it on high frame rate. Just makes the game look choppy when I'm not focusing on it.
Far across the sea from the land of Domar have we traveled. We seek audience with the ruler of these lands. Who here speaks for you?
Okay. Heroes' earrings of slaying, aiming, fending. Tancred wishes to discuss how to proceed with the investigation. Any bright ideas? A solitary flash of insight? No? Well, for want of a better suggestion, I say we try picking Fufulupa's brain again. Who knows? If we work together, we may yet find something of use nestled away within it. Tancred is in ARR is Taliesin Jeffe, right? Or Jeff? I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Does a pretty good job. Oh, I thought you were an actual shop. Never mind. Oh, but it's good to see you return. Given some thought to the matter, and I've just hit upon a most disturbing possibility. How could I have been so blind? Calm yourself, Fufulupa. What is this disturbing possibility of which you speak? I was contemplating as to how the thieves' activities escaped our notice for so long, and then it came to me. What if there's someone among our own ranks conspiring with them? A traitor in our own midst? It'd be most unfortunate if your fears proved well-founded, Fufulupa. Fupa. Fupa. Indeed, if for reasons of security the concern decided to transfer the remaining crystals stored in Horizon to another location, their plans would be discovered the moment the brass blades were informed. But such a shipment would surely be well guarded. Would thieves as wily as ours risk open confrontation? Mayhap not, but neither would the concern be eager to present them with such an obvious target. Nay, they might instead to elect to carry out the transfer in secret, to entrust the goods to, let us say, a lone Makote miner, traveling without escort so as not to attract undue attention. But who... I see! Yes, the concern may well elect to do that, but to travel with so much cargo would be a strenuous task indeed, and this miner would certainly need to rest upon the way, mayhap north of the bridge to Hammerley. Fine spot for a rest, would you not agree, Shozai? You lie in wait to the north, and I shall do the same to the south. Forgive me, my friends, but I've received new orders. I must inform my men at once. He's got... does he have a tail? I just noticed that. Oh, no, that's his sword. Okay. I was like, wait a minute, do Lalafell have tails? The hell? I just never noticed that? Call me a cynic, but I would be surprised if these thieves lay down their arms and surrender. See that you come prepared to offer some of them some encouragement. Oh, I'll give them some encouragement. Hold on. I can't crunch. Damn it. More races should have tails. They should just make Loporrits playable. Loporrits, excuse me. I know I mispronounced that. The row equivalent in 11 had tails. Bring them back. Oh, actually, where am I right now? Western Danaland. Summoning QB might be a good idea here. Yeah. Damn it. I'll get the hang of I'll get the hang of this someday. Oh shit, never mind. God damn it. Whatever, I'm here, so I might as well. Also, for right now, for battles, I'm just going to turn off the PNG tuber since it's going to get all messy using the hotbar anyway. Again, I might consider training a bit to get the controller functions out of the way. Gain some basic mastery of that. It would make it a lot easier to use the secondary hotbar. Wasn't what I meant to fight. Wait, oh, there's more Ravengers. Okay. What happened? Did someone assist me? I don't know what just happened there. Increasing diagnosis of magic barriers nullifying damage. Stubborn. This outfit, yeah. Stubborn to the last, as expected. You are unharmed? Gang of sea-wolf thieves and adrenaline, no less. I suppose it's a first time for everything. Sea-wolves, all of them? Aye, and all with the same taste in facial tattoos. Blue, in case you were wondering. I don't know if I was in normal form, so I just did that. Our thieves are a long way from home. Like that's... yeah? Huh? Dancred, if you'd be so good as to attend to the outstanding matters in Horizon, I have inquiries to make. To Horizon, then. Fufalupa will want to hear about your meeting with the thieves. Those, like, that footwear they have, that looks really weird to wear that without any socks. Like, his skin is just exposed on the sides. That's not graphic settings, it's gotta be display settings. Alright, yeah, let's get rid of that. I don't think it's necessary. I had that on just to save, like, computing power, but I don't really think there's any point to it. I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal if I keep that off. Oops, skip that. How about we have not been idle? Oh shit, how do I, fuck. How do I pull up the chat history again? There it is. Press enter, yeah. On behalf of the Brass Blades of the Rose, I thank you for your service to Horizon. But we've not been idle. While you were afield, we succeeded in identifying the traitor within our ranks. Is that so? And by your leave, I would very much like to have a word with the fellow in private. No, I'm afraid that won't be possible. Regrettably, he managed to subdue the units of the Blades dispatched to detain him. And made good his escape. Oh, for the love of... How did he manage that exactly? Men haven't been sampling the somnus we confiscated, have they? Or was he a giant in disguise? No, but he was quite strong. A sea-wolf. Leminzen born and raised, I believe. But do not worry, we will find him. You have my word on that. I see. Pray keep me apprised of any developments. Yes, he's standing next to me. Understood. Your time together is at an end, my friend. Your services are required elsewhere. Awfully disappointing, I know, but one must follow where duty leads. You might try to look a little disappointed, or do you mean to give me another one of your stoic nods? You do, don't you? Huh. The antecedent bid me to tell you to make for Vesra Bay, where young Alfino awaits your coming most eagerly. It was he who requested your assistance. Some commotion or incident. I'm not privy to the details. While you do whatever it is that Alfino has planned for you, I shall endeavor to track down our traitorous Brass Blade. When I do, you may rest assured that we will have our answers. Quest giver down there. Wait, did I do something? Sorry, you said what at the end of that, and I'm like confused. Oh, chat, but you typed a W. Okay. You're late. No matter, I know where our visitors are headed. From what I've been able to gather, the vessel belongs to a band of Domans who seek an audience with the Sultana. You are familiar with Doma, yes, in Othard? Well, like the rest of the nations of the Eastern Continent, it's ruled by the Gallian Empire. Given our visitors' unannounced arrival, as well as the state of their ship, I suspect they did not leave their homeland under the best circumstances. Needless to say, I shall be very interested to hear their tale, and more importantly, what they know of the current state of affairs of the Empire. Such information could prove most useful. Be fools not to pursue this opportunity, do you not think? Come with me to Ul'dah, Shozai. Unless I'm mistaken, and I rarely am mistaken, we'll find the Domans bickering with the Sultan's ward on the royal promenade. You are uncertain of your role in the proceedings? Insurance. If our guests are not themselves Imperial agents, it seems fair to assume that they may be being pursued by some. And if not, who better than to have an on hand in the event of an unforeseen diplomatic incident? Besides, I do enjoy your sparkling repartee. Satisfied? Good. I shall see you in Ul'dah. Setting up for the plot of two expansions from now, yeah. So the Crystal Tower stuff used to be optional, right? Like, now it's required because it's so important to the later expansions. Oh, good. They actually... That wasn't like that before. Yeah, if you don't do it, it'll just prevent you from starting the 2.5 quests now. I think it's 2.55. The primal refights are 2.5. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do everything up to the end of 2.4, and then I'll probably do a stream where I do all the primal refights and Crystal Tower quests. And then we'll do 2.5, the 358 over 2 days after that. Man, I would love to play the Kingdom Hearts series on stream sometime. That'd be really fun. It matters not how many times you ask. Without the necessary permissions, none shall pass. Pray understand, good sir. Think you'll do the Bahamut story too? I mean, maybe? I don't know. Like, is the game gonna point me towards that? We have not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence. All I ask is that you summon your superior. Allow me to plead my case. Surely you could grant us that small kindness. Away with you, and darken these doors no longer. I will not ask again. You know not what you do. That's a cool looking tale. I gather your pleas fell on deaf ears. Loyal man with a cold heart. I know his kind very well. I hope that you'll find me more to your liking. Alfino Leveleur, at your service, a friend. Which I believe makes me very nearly unique. In this part of the world, at least, few indeed are your allies in Ul'dah. Yet you'll need some if you wish to endear yourselves to the wealthy and powerful. Pray join me and my associate at the Quicksand. There you may explain your situation to us, and we shall see if there is aught we can do to help. Yeah, I was gonna say, that's definitely not a Macaw tale. Isn't there an NPC in Heaven's Ward? Or I don't know, it might be after Heaven's Ward, that's like, oh, I've never seen a male Vieira before. They're very rare. You don't generally see them around these parts. And someone took a screenshot of them as a male Vieira after that came out. Like, talking to that NPC, and their dialogue is still the same. You don't see a ton of female Hrothgars around here. And then that NPC is gonna be very awkward when the next patch comes out. Ah, now this brings back memories. Can't believe it's been over a year since I started this game. I don't know if I could pull it off, but ideally... Is this going to be voiced? I feel like it is.
We have traveled some several thousand miles across the sea, from the nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find sanctuary in these lands.
I think the plan I want to go with is, if I can make the time to come back to this later this year, I'm going to do Heaven's Ward. And I'll try to do it all, like, consecutively. And then I'll do 2 expansions next year, and then 2 the year after that, and then I'll be all caught up. By that point, the next expansion after the current one that's coming up will probably be coming out.
Sanctuary, Lady Yukiri?
Oh, sorry. I'm a little sniffly.
Aye. Lying within Othard, Doma was under the dominion of the Garlean Empire, as I'm sure you are aware. When the War of Succession broke out in Garlem,
oh shit, why'd that happen?
only to be crushed. And so I gathered what few Domans escaped the reckoning, and guided them hither to your shores.
A War of Succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was under Imperial rule, did you not?
Doma is gone. Razed to the ground as an example to the other provinces.
12 have mercy. And your people?
On a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors.
Doma destroyed? Haven't seen that happen in Final Fantasy before.
Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so. I sought an audience with your rulers, but was summarily refused.
The lords of Ul'dah are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care. I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum, nor will we be the last.
Be that as it may, Ul'dah is no friend to Garlemald. Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here. The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed, but I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
This is within your power?
Well, far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
I am in your debt.
Lady Yugiri, forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience. We seek only to spare the people of Ul'dah unnecessary disquiet.
I shall defer to your experience, then.
I thank you for your understanding.
It seems I have urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
Okay, time to pay attention again. No, I got it. If I may, sir, as I said earlier, we've been at sea for several moons, and our supplies are all but spent. I have not the heart to repeat the tales of our tribulations, nor would it please you to listen to them. I think, suffice it to say, however, sacrifices have been made. Though it shames me to beg for more when you've already offered so much, desperation compels me. Gentle sir, if you or your associates could spare any provisions, anything at all, go a long way to lessen the suffering of my people. On disguise, since we're still developing the aura at this point and have yet to officially reveal them. We just know they're gonna have big honkin' lizard tails. Hells, why didn't you say so sooner, Shozan? Of course I'll help. Couldn't have picked a better day to tell the truth. Wealthy merchant and his entourage were due to have a banquet here on the morrow, see, but just sent word they can't come. Meaning I've got a boatload of foodstuffs and no one to feed. Best of all, they paid me for the lot in advance. Haha. Go and call Fridurian and fuck. Go and call on Fridurian on Catherine at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Tell them I said to ship the little prince's order to the Wakened Sands. Oh, and if they argue, just show them those letters. That should set them straight. Thank you for the letter. In A Realm Reborn, Yugiri is actually programmed as Makote, just with the parts that look like an Aura, since they weren't properly implemented to Heaven's Ward. As a result, you can still see her horns wiggle like cat ears at a few points. Incredible. Oh, okay. She's in the business of feeding refugees now. I ain't normally one to question Mistress Momodi's judgment, but that doesn't seem wise to me. Instructions penned by the Quicksand proprietress to deliver foodstuffs to the Waking Sands. I'll not speak for the children, but if you ask me, any man what can't earn a crust deserves to go hungry. Douche. Found out that when you use the tools to models back when I was making your character for VR chat and saw her face in the Makote category. Oh, interesting. My, that's a rather odd request. Mayhap you misheard her instructions? No, I didn't mishear shit. You know, you shouldn't encourage them like this. They'll start to expect it, mark my words. I am running dangerously low on high potions. Not that they help that much, to be honest. They only restored 340 health. I have Mana Front, but that's MP. That's not HP. As a BLM, I'm kind of in a bad situation if I get low on health. There's better potions you can get probably super cheap on the market board. Got it. They didn't give you any trouble, did they? Good. Now let's go and tell Lady Yugiri it's all in hand. Oh my god, this quest still isn't over. I dared not hope for such magnanimity. Stop giving me words I can't read. I dare not hope for such magnanimity, much less expect it. Mistress Momodi is generous indeed. I shall be sure to thank her most humbly. Kindness. Generosity. Oh, see, I saw your comment about the cutscene pan for voice dialogue. I could tell, like the way it like fades in with the camera pan. It's like, oh, okay, they're loading in the voice acting. Shit. Once again. Once again, I keep messing up enter in space. Lady Yugiri, I briefed the Flame General on your situation. I think you'll be pleased with his reply. We've been granted an audience? Before the Sultana and the Syndicate both. We should return to the Royal Promenade at once. You've done much for us, Master Alfino. I swear we shall return the favor. Naught is owed, Lady Yugiri, for naught has been given. This small favor you fairly won with your words, and it is with words that you must win the favor of the Syndicate. Then I shall choose them with care. You will be accompanying us, yes? Good. Your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate of the true meaning of philanthropy, and that nothing so unpalatable will be required of them, assuming the Domans are willing to earn their keep. Come, the Flame General awaits us on the Royal Promenade. Can you cut one word out there to avoid another text box? I hate when I get like tongue-tied, especially at the beginning of a stream. If it's later on, it's fine, but a pleasure, Private Mazai. The others are already inside. Let's not keep them waiting.
Yugiri of Doma, I'm honored to meet you at last, Your Grace. To mark this auspicious occasion, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer.
This big dragon tail that hangs off my backside. It's $600 at the furry convention.
Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you as a pauper in direst need of aid, to request that you grant my people asylum.
What do you think the conversion rate of gil to dollars is?
I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Yugiri. Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others here present.
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation, Doma, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearn to be free. Thus, When a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty. Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
8,000.
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold.
Packed like sardines.
Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the purge. It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow. Pray understand, we do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Lady Yugiri and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored.
I love how the Lollipop is sitting at the very edge of the
I see
chair.
no reason not to let them.
The head of the Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
Pretty sure the 2.x patches have more voice acting than all of 2.0. I know once you get to Heaven's Ward, there's a lot more voice acting in general, right? Though a big part of that will be the feature-length movie that is 2.55.
I agree. That said, these are foreign refugees. To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
The law is the law.
Lord Lolorito?
Uh-oh.
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees. They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher. The wealth of Ul'dah is not without limits, my friends. And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have all read the reports, I think. Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
This is the kind of guy that would complain about low-income housing being built in the town.
Of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Ul'dah. Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
Look how low... Look, those
Surely the
jewels are
Sultanate
flat.
will support the few hundred domins Lady Yugiri represents. That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny. But we are hardly in danger of financial collapse.
Hey, V2, how you doing?
I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamigan refugees, if memory serves. What were your words that day? Ah, yes. The law is the law. And so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo. Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
I feel like anytime someone says the word mayhap, it's always said in like a very, like It's like dripping with viciousness. Like, oh, mayhap you are mistaken about this. Doing awesome. Work was really good. Talk to your team lead about something that had been bothering you, and work went better than usual. Well, that's good. I'm glad your job is working out for you.
Mind your tongue, Lolorito.
My lord, I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than gil.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future. Uldar's greatest asset is, and has ever been, her material wealth. We risk this at our peril. One need only look to Teleji Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy. How far the vaunted Mirage have fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote. To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
I like how they showed him leaving from like 3 different angles. Telejelly Adelaide is a good name.
Would that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Yugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited. Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
I understand, Your Grace, and I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
The nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, little Alamigo would now be thriving. Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
You've been in the middle of starting another Pokemon game, and I somehow had to reset 3 times to get a male star, despite them usually having an 85% chance. What the heck? Is it an 85% chance? I thought it was a 75. I thought it was a 1 in 4 chance. Yeah, it's a 1 in 4 chance of getting a female starter. And that's, like, historically how it's always been.
Now that the Empire no longer poses an immediate threat, they see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity. The Monitorists have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all. But this is neither the time nor place for that discussion.
Lilac purple? That's not purple. Why are these match the color? Why does it say lilac purple and it's red? It's like 87.5 to 12.5. Oh, right. It isn't 1 in 4, you're right. Also, your game crashed, you have to reset more. God damn. As you observed, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Often I've wondered how a man so skilled at weighing the worth of things should be so incapable of seeing the value in people. Ah, we'll waste no more words on him, not when the Domans are yet in need of aid. Everyone follow me to the Hall of Flames. Copy on DS has crashed multiple times, so I meant to play it on an emulator, even though I prefer the DS layout. Yeah, streaming DS games is not always the easiest thing to do, if it's touchscreen heavy too. That said, Mega Man Star Force at the end of next month. Hey, you install Kingdom Hearts on your Steam Deck, and the games run well except for 3. Can't get that one to work. I mean, see, I keep thinking of like, oh, well, 3 is more advanced than the other ones. But I don't know. Do the FMVs work for you? I thought those made the game crash on Linux. I don't know. I don't own a Steam Deck, so I can't really test that. The problem is, like, a Steam Deck has no use for me because if I'm playing a game on Steam, I'm probably streaming it. The Syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving that the matter be reconsidered. The monetarists have made their position quite clear. Agreed. Ul'dah is not an option. Nor Limsa, Lominsa, and Gridania, I judge, given the state of their internal affairs. Which leaves our Doman friends confined to a ship. Gods, with all of them huddled in an airless hold with no hope of better treatment. Would that I had more time to find an alternative, a place not bound by the concerns of the great nations. Can 7th Heaven fit 200 people in it? You have Windows 11 installed on the Steam Deck's SSD, so I just switched that to the OS and they run well. Oh, neat. Are you running it through Epic Games Store? Or is it like a separate launcher? Because I thought that's the only platform that the Kingdom Hearts games were on PC. Minfilia, this is precisely what I did wish to discuss. I understand the Syndicate's decision, I do. We all wish to persevere which is ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not when my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultanate to just accept us for a limited time? A week, mayhap, or even just a few days? Excellent. I shall keep you informed. Lady Ugiri, I have a proposal if you would hear it. Out with it, Master Alfina. The headquarters of my order, the Signs of the Seventh Dawn, stands in a place called Revenant's Toll, an outpost in Mordona. Like most outposts, it's frequented by mercenaries and other men of action, and lacks the comforts of a more well-established settlements. However, the leader of Revenant's Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands. Hard labor, lest you doubt, with naught save for food and shelter by way of reward. Terms not unlike those which you yourself propose, Lady Ugiri. I will not hear a word said against our beloved Ul'dah. Revenant's Toll would offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being most obvious. If they can accommodate us all, we shall gladly accept. Master Alfino, once again I find myself in your debt. Pray do not thank me, my lady. The life of your people go to is one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you. And before that, there remains the matter of how they may safely be borne to Revenant's Toll, which will be no small feat considering the distance and their present condition. Mayhap the Ul'dah Adventurers Guild can be of assistance. Look for me there anon, Shozai. Yeah, I have to run them to the Epic Games launcher. For some reason, I keep getting this fatal error message when you try to launch 3. Because 3's not that good of a game. I've never finished 3. I lost interest in it. I also haven't had dinner yet. Don't know why. I'm always starving after work. I'm kind of hungry, but I want to wait until I finish streaming. I'm probably going to stop at 2 in 2 hours and make mac and cheese. Lady Ugiri, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the immortal flames can provide. That sounds yummy. It's just basic Kraft mac and cheese, but I do put tomato sauce in it if we have if we like made sauce for macaroni, like spaghetti. It's pretty good. I just love Kraft mac and cheese is like such an easy to make meal, and it's just I love it so much. You're hungry now. We are concerned that the Doman refugees may find the journey to Revenant's Toll too much to bear. Too long have they been sequestered aboard their ship with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Momodi has kindly offered to accommodate the Domans until such time as they are ready to set out for Mordona. Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. He's really cute. Wood. Sorry. What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is there aught the immortal flames can do? I fear that exceeds our mandate. Were it a smaller number, mayhap it would go unnoticed. But the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 Domans to Mordona. Mordoma! Haha! When government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage the services of the 77 caravans on the Doman's behalf. Very well. We should begin contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. After all has befallen these good people, it's the least we can do. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in Ul'dah, Lady Ugiri. And you in Revenant's Toll, my lord. Well, it sounds like we all have work to do. Lady Ugiri, let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangement, shall we? I would entrust the task of escorting our Doman friends to you, after you've rested your own road-weary legs, of course. What say you? Hero's Ring of Fending, Hero's Ring of Slaying, Hero's Ring of Aiming. Decree Cassius, the full name. You live, and now full with pizza. I had so much pizza last weekend. I'm ready to not eat pizza again for a couple weeks at least. Alfina has a mind to send you to Vesper Bay again. As we speak, the Domans prepare for departure at Vesper Bay, wherefrom they will be transported by carriage to Ul'dah. That said, this has all been decided rather suddenly, and it would not surprise me if the refugees required some assistance in coordinating their preparations. I recommend skipping all the gear and just getting the guild, since you can get the best level 50 gear at Tombstone soon. Sure, I would have you return to Vesper Bay and facilitate the process through tasks great and small. In short, whatever must needs be done, do it. Speak with a man named Hozam when you arrive. As Lady Ugiri tells it, he's been designated the leader of the first group. Yo, what up, ho? Zahn? Greetings. Alfino informed me that a scion would be arriving to help with the preparations. I'm honored to meet you, though shamed as well. Great warriors should not be tasked with such trivialities. Trivialities? There we go. I knew from a glance what manner of man you were. I too have some skill at arms, as do many of our people. Pray forgive this trifle, but might I trouble you to help me round up the children that have been given into my care? They're most adept at staying hidden from my sight, but perhaps your keen eyes will succeed where I fail. You have my thanks, friend. Pray seek out my son Yozan. He can tell you more. Hozan, Yozan, Dozan, Mozan, Matt Bozan. What's he up to lately? What kind of pizza? Was it plain pizza or pepperoni? Or some wacky topping like anchovies? I'm joking, I know you would never eat fish. But I would eat anchovy pizza. I like anchovies. Oh, hello there. I'm Yozan. How old are you? Oh, he's a kid, okay. I'm Yozan, son of Hozan. Will you be coming with us to Ul'dah? Here we're traveling by horse-bird-drawn carriage. Horse-bird? Do you not know what a chocobo is? But don't you think they're queer? Damn it. Giant birds that people ride like horses. I still want to try riding one, but... you know what? Let me get a screenshot of that. That might have to be... that might be the thumbnail for this episode. Stream. Part. What's that? You're looking for the others? Well, don't worry, I already told them to get ready for the carriages. I'll need your help, though. We were just finishing a game of hide-and-seek. The 3 players are still in hiding, and since Lady Ugiri told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they're found. I'm making this kid younger in real time. But Vesper Bay isn't that big, so I bet you'll find them in no time. If I recall, the best quest objective is in this quest. This quest is definitely... I mean, the quests in these patches are definitely a lot bigger than that one's. Also, I'm going to take a sip of the dew. Hey, you're not Yozan. Who are you? I'm Koharu. Shozai Mazai, eh? I didn't know anyone else was... Wait a minute, you're one of those, stallions, aren't you? No, scions. You must know Lady Ugiri, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide-and-seek, too. Oh, right, it's almost time to go. Nice meeting you, Shozai Mazai. Back with leftover Panda Express, you have teriyaki chicken with lo mein noodles. Not bad. Quests are long because they had to have content when there wasn't much in the game yet, yeah. I mean, these are all post-game patch quests, so of course they're longer. Okay. A question: if I fly, oh shoot! Almost forget that there's like a big rock formation over this thing. Oh, I'm out of the searching area, too. Are you playing? Ah, no fair. Yozan didn't say anything about adults. Huh, if we get to ride in a horsebird carriage? I don't know, it sounds scary. But if Yozan says it's safe, I'll go. This is a perfect place for someone to hide. Who would think of looking back here? Oh god, my foot's really itchy all of a sudden. Hey, I was almost right. How'd you find me? I guess I need to practice more. Or maybe you're just good at this? I mean, the Garleans didn't find me. That's a suck hiding place, yeah. They just wanted to be upstairs on the balcony. Can you blame them? I love places with balconies. I love standing up high and being outside. And being like, cool, I can see shit. Also, 1 second. really have to scratch my foot here. Just don't look down. Oh no! I get terrified looking down. What you should see me when I'm in a hotel, like on a higher floor, with like that like overlooks like the main hallway. It's just like, oh. If I'm like 10 floors up, I'm like, I can't look down. Wonderful, all the children are counted. Hide and seek. Oh, I see that you're curious. It's quite simple, really. Lady Aguirre thought it would be the best for that the children know what to do in case the Garleans found us. I should hope that those days are behind us, but I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we're prepared. First caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest at regular intervals. My family and I, including my stubborn old father, Home, will be traveling in the lead carriage together with the young Koharu, whom I believe you've already met. Though I understand the road to Ul'dah is regularly patrolled by your brass blades. Your brass blades? It would give us great comfort if you would agree to accompany us on our journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you're ready to leave, please inform our coachman. I'll be in my coach. I did that when I was up in the snow mountains here. I just got some really tempting feelings, not so fun ones. Oh. There is... So... You know, I've gone to Furry Week in Atlanta a few times. The way you get... If you take public transportation from the airport to the hotel that Furry Week in Atlanta is held in, there is a point where you have to go up an escalator that is like it goes up. It's like a 5-story escalator, and it is so disorienting. If you look up, it looks like you're standing on the wall while it's moving upwards. It's incredibly disorienting, and if you're standing on and like it's scary because that escalator takes a good like 3 or 4 minutes to get up. It's not fast. Backed out, but ended up getting your feet stuck in the snow for a second. Ugh. Reports of a great beast on the road to Ul'dah are most troubling. Fascinating creatures, whence they came. This is still QB territory, right? Yeah, Western Denland. Huron Coachman. You're gonna be off, are ye? Aye, well, I was meaning to have a word with ye about that. Running from the blade says we might have a problem. Fierce-looking beastie's been sighted south of the bridge to Hammerley. Might be someone's eyes playing tricks on him, of course, but it don't pay to gamble in this business. Now, I know you can handle yourself in a fight, but this lot here's another story. I was thinking you might want to go ahead and have a quick look around. Make sure the area's safe, like. And if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied the way's clear, come meet us outside Horizon. Blades tell me the road there's safe, so I reckon we can make it that far on our own. Assuming the self-same bastards don't try to rob us, that is. Alright, we're off. Elephant. Oh, my Digimon's evolving. I finished raising the Shogun Gekomon. I turned it turned into Metal Etamon, and then I ducked it. I put it in the backup, and now I'm raising a new one, and it's Gotsumon. Yes, for some weird for some reason the frog Digimon turned into Metal Etamon. I have no idea why. I don't mind it, but like, man, it'd be nice if there was another frog Digimon. You fell on ice too. My dad fell on a real cute Magani guy. Helped you get up. Too embarrassed about it since, but I mean, overall I took it in stride. But still, wait, what? Don't think I haven't forgotten what he did in the anime. Well, it's really funny because the next Digimon I'm raising on this device, I want to because you could. You could do DNA digivolution or jogress, as it's called normally, with joint progress. DNA digivolution is the localized term. And if you do that, to get the ultimate Digimon on this device, you need Saber Leomon and Metal Etamon. I mean, there's other ones you could do it with, but those two can do it naturally. So it's kind of funny that you fuse those two. Seriously, did they fucking clear the fade out right as I got there? Cool. All because I wanted to take like 5 minutes to talk. Not even 5 minutes, a couple minutes. I think it's Saber Leomon. I'm gonna check actually. Pendulum Color, Evolution Guide. Wait, what? No. Why is it... Oh, I was looking at Pendulum version 20th, which is the same thing. I think roster-wise, it's exactly the same. Yeah. Saber Leomon. Saber Leomon and Metal Etamon make Tlalocmon. Like an Incan god Digimon. But I have Gotsumon now, and I gotta get Monochromon. And then I gotta get Triceramon. And then that can become Saber Leomon. There's actually no regular Leomon on this device. Again, Digimon Evolution is, Wait, O2 Digivolve. You mean the fusion one? Yeah, no, so that's... The O2... So DNA Digivolution has been in the virtual pets for a long time. The one I gave you has that ability, too. If you raise two of them, you can fuse them together if they're the correct types. No one really says DNA Digivolution because it's, it's a localized term and Digimon fans hate localization. It's actually called, in Japanese, it's called Joint Progress, which is shortened to Jogress. 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 It's Jover. I mean, that's what's called on the menu, too. It says, when you try fusion, it just says Jogress. The quest with the best quest objective was one of the ones they removed from the game. It was during this segment. Really? Which, hold on. Let me look it up. Which one was it? Quests remove in patch 5.3. What the hell are these quests? So we just sniff the chocobo? Aw. If wishes were horse birds. Wow, that was halfway... We're halfway down the list of removed quests for then. Speak with Folson, douse the chocobo with perfume, then sniff the chocobo. Speak with the coachman, give the perfume scarf to Hozon, speak with Hozon. I could see why they removed... Like, I'm assuming like most of the quests they removed are ones where you just talk to people with very little input. That makes the most sense, at least. Okay, but what if Chocobos are horse birds, then do they have gigantic, Hey, I'm at my destination, let's check it out. They are giant cocks. I hope you know I have to, like, interrupt my casting to find that button. See, this is when I want to show off my dick. I pull out the black fat chocobo. Which in reality, you know, it's not that big of an accomplishment. I entered a Twitter contest and won. Like the color of this chocobo. He has like a royal saddle too, and his cakes. The cake you hold over him is a different color. Also the gizzle green over here that you hold. So the cake is when you're flying only, but this is when you're running. The gizzle green for the black fat chocobo is bigger than the normal one. Also, he wears a crown. What am I doing? Oh, he moved to Horizon, that's why. They both have the same music, though. They both have the Fat Chocobo theme if you have the music on for the mounts. So there was a beastie. Was being the operative word, eh? Well fought, sir. Well fought. If I only in better health, I should have been proud to stand at your side. Pay my son no mind. He forgets his responsibilities preclude acts of daring do. Huh. Be that as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon the heroes of your strength and skill in Doma, things would have been very different. Is that a kitsune flying by me? That's QB from Yokai Watch. Have you gotten any Final Fantasy merchants last time we talked about it, other than the quest for the FF Dupe code? First off, I didn't really go searching for the Final Fantasy Mountain Dew stuff. My brother and I went to the convenience store today, and I was like, you know what? I'll look, and if they have Final Fantasy 14 branded Mountain Dew, I will pick it up. I'll buy a couple bottles, because I will drink it. I do like Mountain Dew. And I was going to give him the codes, because I don't really care about any of the rewards. But, no, I haven't gotten any FF merch recently. The last thing I got were the magnets for my desired jobs in the game. I was actually thinking about that the other night. I was thinking about how I have the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters and I still haven't played them yet. So I might do Final Fantasy 1 at some point soon. I'm not sure. That's cool. How? I love Yokai Watch. There's a limited time Yokai Watch quest happening inside the game right now. There's like a crossover. I don't know if the codes for 14 are even in stores yet. I think they are. They said the 17th, wasn't it? Or the 16th. Huh. Be that as it may, I cannot help but envy... Yeah. But we cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten. Lady Ugiri's kinsmen, at least of all. They fought fiercest, though they knew full well it was in vain. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life. All this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? In kind, Father. To she who has given everything, we shall give our all. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do so without question. Ditch digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Revenant's toll will grow and prosper by our hands. Yeah, hey, Mr. Shozai. Kara and I want to know why you became an adventurer. To gain power, to win glory, to amass a fortune, to go wither the wild road. Is this going to be like a running gag throughout the entire game? Where I just referenced the FF2 password? You like roses? I think I understand. I mean, they're nice and everything, but don't they grow in lots of places? It's my turn now. Excuse me, Mr. Shows, I got a question. What's Revenant's Toll like? Is it pretty? It's a bustling outpost frequented by countless adventurers. It's a bastion of civilization in a harsh and unforgiving wilderness. It's home to signs of Seventh Dawn. It's a stone's throw away from an imperial castrum. I feel like that's like the worst answer to give them. You mean there are lots of people there who are just as strong as you? Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, I became an adventurer because I like to touch grass. If you don't understand what the Wild Rose thing is referencing, it's a password that I was given like way back during the main part of Reborn, which in of itself is also a reference to Final Fantasy II, because Final Fantasy II is like a keyword system, and Wild Rose is a password that you use to like essentially prove that you're with whatever it is. I don't know the story of Final Fantasy II that well. I just know about the password system. I played the GBA version of it and got maybe an hour into it, and I just gave up. Weird game, Final Fantasy II. It does not have a level up system. You have to increase stats certain other ways. Enough, Koharu. It's my turn again. Mr. Shozai, when I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? Seek out new experiences and adventures, fight ferocious beasts, train every day, buy weapons and armor from Rowena. Why? Have I gone shopping from Rowena? Seek out experiences and adventures. Of course, to be a better adventurer, you need to go adventuring. Alright, that's enough questions for Mr. Shozai. That's not fair. Why does Yozan get to ask 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? Wow, I don't even get the option to say no. Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice, Mr. Shozai. I won't forget it. I'm going to be an adventurer, too. When we get to Revenant's Toll, let's make an adventurer guild for Domans. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Mr. Shozai and Lady Yugiri. Yeah, just like Mr. Shozai and Lady Yugiri. We can talk more about it on the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? Should have said hell no, like that dog pressing the buttons. Oh god. I should get those buttons for my stream deck. No.
Yes.
I've also got that's my reactions folder. I got bruh on there as well.
Bruh.
Because everyone uses that. Where are we? What am I doing? Oh, okay, we're at old, I gotta go to the quicksand. When is remake stream buttons time? I don't know. The problem is that there's a lot I would like to do with the stream deck, and I just don't have the energy, because I have so much stuff I would like to change on it. And I just don't know if I have the time or energy to devote to it. If I do, it's probably easier if I just do it off stream at some point. Because the problem is I don't have the big stream deck. I have the 15-button one. And there's so many buttons that I would like to add that I'm going to have to make different folders and submenus. Ah, Shozai, I take it the first group has arrived? Excellent. Is there aught else? No, I have matters well in hand here. You and Lady Yugiri should travel to Revenant's Toll forthwith. It's past time Lady Yugiri met with the guild representative of Revenant's Toll. If ever it is so. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Thanalan which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the Doman delegation for the duration of the journey. Speak first with Slaffborn upon your arrival. He's the one whom the Domans will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Yugiri to Minfilian, the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting tie should stand to the Domans in good stead for which is to come. Safe travel, Shozai. Oh, we just have to go back to Revenant's Toll. Okay. No actual escort mission. It's funny because the game can do escort missions. But they're like, nah, you could just head to Revenant. Just head to Revenant's thing and we'll consider this done. So this place was a shithole originally. But not when I got here, when I played it, because they'd updated it to not be a shithole. I find that very funny. Like, the implication was that I was supposed to help build this town up, and now the town's already fully built. This must be the esteemed Lady Ugiri and her associates. I greet you all as friends, and I bid you welcome to the Toll. The escort missions weren't actually a thing until Endwalker. If you're referring to those times, you've seen that in the seasonal events. No, I did a Fate where I escorted someone in Southern Danalan. Where, like, he was walking behind me and enemies just spawn. Yeah, the not suck update. I hope you find our dearth of fineries off-putting. Dearth? I think there's a wealth of them. Gonna replace 2 of those letters. Poor though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit and camaraderie to spare. You see, race, creed, and such don't enter into it here. We welcome all sorts, provided they're willing to earn their keep, of course. We're no strangers to hard work, Master Slaffborn. You may rest assured we will carry out your duties with due diligence. Yeah, there's fates, but those are kind of jank, yeah. But it's funny that those exist, yet at the same time, it's like, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about escorting the big cart. Just warp to where you need to go. They'll be there. Oh, not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand, I gave the same speech to all new arrivals. And you needn't bow your head or call me master either. We're both frontier hands, as far as I'm concerned. As you wish, Slaffborn. May this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. Our guests have yet to meet the Antecedent. Seven hells, Shozai, why are you wasting time with me? See them to the Rising Stones. To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting with your leader. We shall join you at the Rising Stones anon. Would have been nice if the Seventh Heaven actually played, like, remix of Tifa's theme. That'd been nice. They're not shy about remixing music from the other FF games, so... Tis no use still. Our attempts to reach the students of the Baldesian continue to meet with failure. Urianger has explored other avenues of inquiry, but they have yielded naught. We will persevere, of course, yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confirmation of that which we already know. How fare the Domans? I am given to understand you were kept quite busy in Vesper Bay. Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unsolved. I should not blame you if you did, nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview. Be that as it may, I could not ignore the plight of these refugees, not when it was within our power to help them. I mentioned trying to get Pokemon working early, and I've somehow ended up with 3 copies of White 2 in your Steam library. Lady Ugiri is here. Please show her in. I should very much like to meet her. None of them work. Uh-oh. Voice cracking. We have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing. Your answer pleases me beyond words, my lady. But are you quite certain? We have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. In the event that Revenant's Toll cannot accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together. As ever, it has been a pleasure, Antecedent. Alas, we must take our leave as the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require aught else, pray speak with Slathborn. Lady Ugiri, Shozai? I keep thinking my staff is like a shish kebab, because it looks like an apple at the end of it, but I think that's Mog's crown. Yeah. I keep thinking that's an apple, and that there's like food there. I'm like, wait, no. That's not what it is. Lamine and I will make all the necessary preparations to ensure that our Doman friends feel at home upon their arrival. Though I must admit that I'm still troubled about the matter of the missing crystals. Ishtola should be returning anon with a report from a field. Mayhap you could wait here and speak with her upon her arrival.
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Figured that was going to be a voice cutscene. Hey, Mouse, how are we returning to the Wakened Sands right now? Scale of 1 to 10. Oh, we are full-on sand-pilled. I'm just doing it up. And when I say doing it up, I mean D-E-W-I-N-G.
Our suspicions were well-founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet, which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning a Efreet with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what, pray tell?
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late. Oh gods, they mean to summon Leviathan?
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers.
Finished.
With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Uh-oh. Time for a headache with pictures.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective. And there is the explanation.
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the Finlith one.
Man, this guy, he had a field day with this. I mean, he's so happy to get this role.
The gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
Oh, that's a stock sound effect if I ever heard one. I've heard that used in many cartoons.
The emissary? We have outstayed our welcome.
Your first playthrough of the MSQ? Yes. for our blech moment, yeah. Ah, my hand, it was going through my hat.
The gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not? Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words.
Elidibus.
He is behind this.
What did I call him last time? I said Elidibus. I just didn't pronounce it like...
It is not within his power to grant the echo.
I don't know.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this.
Ow.
Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
Complete.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste.
Let a bussy. God damn it. Oh man, you're in for it then. Ooh, yeah, no, I'm in it. I'm in for it and I'm in it.
Play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Some of the characters look fine up close, but then you look at, like, Thancred, and you're like, oh my god, what is that texture work on your body there? It looks terrible. I know Dawntrail's coming with a big... Is it going to be with Dawntrail release that the big, like, performance patch is coming out? But, like, man, like, why does Thancred look so much crustier than, like, everyone else here?
Aye. A primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
I think I'm fine. I have to check to see. I know I meet the minimum requirements, so I should be fine. I just need to make sure I can keep everything at max settings once that comes out.
Primal?
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
Some of them are still 1.0 models, really. I'm guessing, like, the reason Thancred looks so crusty here is because in the later expansions he uses a different model. Because I know he changes classes and such, so I'm assuming he dresses, like, way different, and they probably have a different model for him. But, like, his model here, like, ugh. A lot of plain, unshit, yeah. That choker looks really bad up close.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
It would be most welcome. When contending with a primal, one can never have too many able allies. If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
Oh, she protagonist nodded. Oh, right, that was the end of a quest. That was a long-ass, very long-ass thing. It's 12:43. I'm gonna go for another, like, hour and a half. I want to be done before 2:30, and I actually really want to get done, like, before around 2, so I can make dinner. If I had my way, I would have started earlier. Tomorrow night, if I can, I will be here early. I really want to just try to plow through as much of this as I can before Thursday. Assuming everything works out Thursday, I will have Paper Mario to stream. And then I'll keep switching off until I finish what I want to get done here. Sorry to mute myself there. I had to make several body noises. Ugh. Plainly, should the worst come to pass and Leviathan is summoned, our only recourse will be to face him in battle. I'm sure that won't happen. Given past experience, you may very well think that eventuality inevitable. Yet so long as there's even a chance that the Primal's return might be prevented, we must needs bend all our efforts to achieving that goal. Before we do aught else, let us hasten to Limbs of Laminsa and meet with the Admiral. She will not have been idle in the intervening time, and doubtless will have valuable information to share. I've never seen it be like foggy and weird here. Alright, to me this is like the most confusing overworld. Because it's so vertical that it's like easy to forget where you are and get lost. Hub world, vertical, whatever. Okay, time to speak with Melweeb. You are expected. Pray take this lift to the command room. Oh, I don't think I've ever actually walked around here. Hope they eventually merge the split city areas too. What, you mean like the different loading zones into like one area? Would they do that? Welcome, friends. I take it Ishtola has apprised you of the situation. Let us waste no time, then. According to our best intelligence, the Sahagin had not crystals enough to summon their god. Alas, we did not count on the Serpent Reavers venturing as far as Thanalan to supplement their cache. For our short-sightedness, we are faced with the grim prospect of Leviathan's imminent return. Needless to say, I'm not inclined to let I'm not inclined to let the fishbacks have their way. That sounds like a racist term. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom makes ready to launch a large-scale operation to thwart the summoning, and we would welcome the Scion's support in this endeavor. But if, God forbid, our efforts come to naught, I will need to trouble you for more than mere support, much as we did when Titan last walked these lands. Lady Menphilia, am I given to understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front lines? I can only assume that you have sound reasons for doing so. I do, Admiral, but I would rather not be drawn on their nature. I will say only that there is something I would like to see with mine own eyes. Is that so? Well, I'm not so stubborn as to deny the wish of one whose aid I require. Our precautions must be taken. I shall require that you remain by my side at all times. With that settled, let us speak of the operation. Shozai, Maelstrom scouts are currently reconnoitering Sahagin movements within the Sapsa's spawning grounds. Ugh! Upon completing their mission, they will return to the operations staging point at Camp Skull Valley. I want you to make your way there forthwith, that you might be appraised with the latest intelligence. Commander Falkbrida has taken charge of the garrison. There may not be a better chance to learn the true nature of the Echo. I cannot well allow the opportunity to pass me by. To Aleport. The airport! At the airport terminal, the planes are landing. Oh, hey. Wow, that's a cool mount. That is a ballin' mount. Did you do that or did I do that? I didn't mean to. Oh, maybe you did. Pastry fish. Oh, thank you. I don't really have much to give out. Do you want a, those look really good. You could take an antelope steak and a mutton stew. Crumpet. This looks pretty good too. Ooh, scrambled eggs, freshly laid. Not that many. Not that many. I want to keep at least one. Now those are going to sit in my inventory and I'm never going to use them. Switch to general tab? Oh. You take... No, you could take... I don't feel right taking items from someone. People gave me 1,000,000 gil before. Alright, let me... Oh, I gotta cancel. It's alright. I know people like being generous with me, but there's no need to, like, give me items and stuff. I'm fine. XP plus 3, duration 30 minutes. I should be using these because I have EXP food somewhere. Or maybe I don't, actually. Absolutely positively. Thank you. I appreciate that. I will munch them. Did a fate, like... Why did it spawn me... Okay, why did it tell... I was nowhere near that fate. Where are we right now? We're in Western Lanoskia. Do I have a yokai for that? So by the time, like, I look for that... Outer... No, or... Western... Oh. Komojiro. Shit. Watch equipped, I'm good. That's probably too close. The Storm Courier just has like 10 people following her. Your level's no longer synced and you suddenly feel a lot weaker. Ugh! It's like you get, like, punched in the stomach. Your HP just tanks. Oh, I like the heavy hatchling. It's cute. And, of course, I did not get a special medal for that one. Y'all want a pet tank? You don't have to... I could probably just... I'm good. I don't really use the minions that often. I'm only using them during this event because I know that there's need to have them around. Anyway, I'm just gonna turn in this quest and continue for now. If I get up to it tonight, though, you could definitely come with me to, Oh, you mean you're the tank. I thought you said pet tank. I mean, sure, if you want to tag along with me, that's fine. Where'd you go? Invite to party. It's locked. Keep forgetting. Sign on the door means you can't open it. What do you got on there? Crafter's experience. I've been expecting you, Sign of the Seventh Dawn. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. The safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we'll prevent Leviathans from return. Yeah, no. I'm sure you will. As you may already know, Maelstrom scouts have been dispatched to reconnoiter the Ligma Balls, the Sopsa spawning grounds. Though it pains me to admit it, the Maelstrom has never faced a foe the likes of this before. Must proceed with all due caution. Among other things, they have orders to determine where Leviathan might emerge, assuming it comes to that. And yet their return is long overdue, for that ill may have befallen them. For better or for worse, we must ascertain their fate. If it's not too much to ask, I would have you aid us in their search. 5 scouts ventured into Sopsa, all told. Here, take this flask of restorative to then tend to those who have been wounded. Though it pains me to even consider the notion if they've perished, circumstances permitting, I ask that you recover their bodies. By no means venture too deep into enemy territory, however. We ill afford can lose you at this juncture. Where are we going? Oh, right there. Being able to just cut across the uninhabitable areas of the map is amazing. Alright, wait, I'm gonna do the fate first. May have been a mistake. Probably should not have wandered in here. Yeah, it's a little too rough. Should I return or should I wait for anything? Actually, I could probably get back here faster. Yeah, this is kind of kicking our ass. Wrecked. loading taking so long? Okay, maybe don't mess it up this time. Are you retreating? I know. It's not you. Wait, is that you on the map? You're the red dot, right? Yeah. Oh, it's still counted as success, even though... Okay, that's cool. I've never died in a Fate and then come back and immediately, like, have it say it worked. Wait, where's the spot we're supposed to wait on? Oh. I was looking for the wrong thing. Somebody of all the times to forget the restorative. Ugh. Fast-acting concoction temporarily imbues strength while suppressing pain, allowing wounded soldiers to make their way through safety. Applying restorative. Thank you. I owe you my life. We're ambushed by the Serpent Reavers. Slightly armed as we are, we didn't stand a chance to be able to flee this far, but the others were captured. They were all taking a serpent's tongue, I'm certain of it. Make my own way back to camp, but I fear the worst for my comrades. Save them, I beg you. Cool. Where to next? Right over there, and there's another Fate happening right there. Okay. get some blue going on here. Yep. Keep that MP high. I guess the enemy, yeah, I was gonna say. I don't think they respawn in this one. Oh shoot, I might forgetting I have the PNG tuber up while I'm doing that. Again, I'm gonna try to learn. I'm gonna try to get used to controller support, so that way I can have it be. Oh, what happened? Did we run out of time? Yeah, we did. Damn, I didn't realize that. I was not paying attention to that. Oh well. It is what it is. Oh, there's another fate spawned here. Okay. Yeah, I have auto-targeting on because I cannot tell what's happening. Alright, put these bodies in my pocket real quick. Oh. Mashing and the target's not even here. Why do I have to hit that like multiple times? Did it like desync me? over here. God, you can hold that free fire 3 for as long as the ability holds out. Fire starter. A very generous timer on fire starter. Coral necklace. Oh. No medals. No medals, though. Well, I did get a yokai medal, but neither here nor there. Fly above this? Probably not. Oh no, we can. Wow, that makes this way easier. Oh. Here, might as well. Oh, you could just do that to switch. Okay, that's good. Fat cat. Oh, I love that. You've returned. Thank the navigator. When I learned you went to the Serpent's Tongue by yourself, I feared you would meet an untimely demise. But tell me, what became of the others? Mutilated corpse of a Maelstrom soldier. Dear gods. These wounds are not intended to kill, but to torture and maim. Is their savagery know no bounds? Enemies or no, they go too far. Try to think what might have become of the two who remain unaccounted for. Pray they haven't suffered the same evil fate. At the very least, one of my men came back alive, and for that I owe you my thanks. The price we paid was dear, but we have the intelligence we need. Even as we speak, the Admiral finalizes the details of the operation. The war horns will sound any moment now. Be ready to sally forth when we do. skittering. Very good floor noises. Thrice damned fishback bastards! I'll kill them slowly and then chase their rotten souls to all 7 hells. Peace, Commander. We are here for a purpose, and vengeance is not it. I want your mind on the task at hand. Savvy? My apologies, Admiral. May count on me to keep a clear head. Good. According to our sole surviving scout, the Sahagin and their thralls have already begun to amass the aetherite in the depths of Sapsa. If we are to act, it must be now. The men are ready, but we await your orders, Admiral. As predicted, the Sahagin have tightened security in and around the spawning grounds. A frontal assault is likely to be met with fierce resistance. But we are not so artless as that, Commander. We shall divide our forces and strike them hard and fast at key locations. Remember, our ultimate objective is to take the Sapsa aetherite and eliminate the Sahagin priest presiding over the summoning. We are not there to kill them all. Just toss the crystal into the water. It'll ruin its sheen. The Maelstrom shall engage and distract the Sahagin's legion of drowned pirates at the Serpent's Tongue. Be mindful that the lay of the land there is devilish for attacking forces. Let the foreign levies spearhead the assault and have subsequent units fan out to cover their flanks. At the selfsame moment, a divisionary squadron formed of galleons from the Crimson Fleet shall harry the enemy from offshore. In likewise, we Scions shall form smaller units in hopes of confusing the Sahagin defense effort. Shozai and Ishtola, the 2 of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual. The Admiral's diversion should serve to thin the enemy's defenses, rendering your path less perilous. A small party, I believe, should be enough to win through without drawing unwanted attention. Wow, just as dawn breaks. They're using the crystal to summon a false water god, to be honest. I don't think putting it in the waters is the strat. Yeah, no, I know. Would putting a crystal in water even do anything to it? Brandkrit and Ugiri, your mission is to lure as many Sahagin as possible out of the spawning grounds. Having done so, take your heels and circle around to join the infiltration unit of Ishtola and Shozai. When all has been set in motion, I myself shall cut a path to the aetherite, accompanied by Lady Menphilia, as we agreed. Well, don't let me keep you, friends. To battle! When last did we fight side by side, Shozai? Too long ago, I warrant. But come, let us away. Oh, my PNG tuber's just gone. Okay, hold on. Friggin' Godot, man. This is FF14, you never really know. Yeah, I'm also just talking out of my ass. There we are. Has that been down, like, for a while? I didn't notice. It just disappeared completely. Oh. Yeah, I should probably avoid just doing the fates. Honestly, I should save those for the other jobs I want to level up. It's also taking away from stream time, and I do want to focus primarily on just doing the MSQ. Wait, did we go the wrong way? Where are we? Oh, it's over there. Okay. Catloaf. I gotta remember to look at the in-game chat. Sustaining water damage over time. Okay. No. Transpose. Get my MP back. Or not. Head big, yeah. I know, it's because I just turned it back on and then I didn't turn it off yet. Let's do that right now, because otherwise it's just gonna keep changing as I mash fire 1 and 2, 1 and 3. Q-Perb, yeah. Again, it's not supposed to be changing, it's because the hotkey, it's because the 1 through 0 hotkeys are the same. I'm not gonna whack him. Why was my character just, like, not attacking? That was weird. You're supposed to auto-attack if you stand still. Yeah, it's because it's the same buttons that control these hotkeys that change forms on my PNG tuber. I'm gonna see if I can switch to controller support next time. Because I've been told the controllers are really good. The controller support's really good. And it would be a little easier than having to manage 2 hotbars. The auto attack does basically no damage at high level. Oh, really? Hey, Andori. Oh, I'm silenced. Shit. Yeah, no, I'm not. Again, yeah, I'm just a little panicked because I didn't realize the PNG tuber was doing that while I was playing it. So it's like when I'm in battle now, I try to turn it off. I really gotta switch what buttons I'm using for that. Then again... Oh, ballista. Ow. Big fishy. Ooh. Not fishy, they're axolotls. That's not how they're pronounced either. I keep forgetting to summon my chocobo. I should put the Gizzle Greens on my hotbar. Pray do not concern yourself. 'Twas but a glancing blow. Come, the Aetheryte is close at hand. Let us press on. Okay, there we go. That should be back to normal now.
They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
Did I miss much?
Kinda.
So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans. But seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency.
This is teasing Rogue Ninja since that was added in 2.4. Did I unlock those classes already? They start at level 30, right? Like, they just start at level 30 with... Oh wait, no. Rogue has a prerequisite. Ninja does not. I think I have it already. I'm not sure. I have to look. Or maybe I don't. I don't know.
Ooh.
To the Aetheryte!
First, a multiple time Dankred changes classes. Yeah, I've been told that he has quite a pipeline. I love how it, like, paused for a second to play bird noises.
You'll forgive me my lateness.
I also like how the Moogle noise keeps playing every time I draw the weapon. Like, ruins cutscenes. You remember the level 50 gear set? Yeah. I mean, they just hand it to you now. The most clothes ever.
I've been something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
When I hit level 50, they were like, here's an entire costume for you, and I'm like, wow. And then it was revealed to me that, like, oh yeah, you had to earn those originally. Now in the revamp, they just give you the whole costume at level 50.
Long have you shriveled, Swordwalker, tormented our kind.
Man, throw me in there with that Sahagin priest. I guarantee one of us would be leaving that fight pregnant, and it probably wouldn't be the priest.
But no more! Your time is at an end! You shall perish with salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs.
See, okay, that's a very interesting take on that line. Because if I saw multiple S's, I would hiss. I would hiss the S out if I was reading that. But he instead made it more like kind of like a sloshy like SH sound. That's interesting. I would not have gone down that route had I were auditioning for something like this. Hey yo, you know what I'm about. Come on. You really think I wouldn't be above saying something like that?
Lord of the world, hearken to our plea. Lord of the world, deliver us from our misery. Misery!
Hey, it rhymed. Also, shouldn't we, like, you know, stop this? Maybe, like, throw a knife at the priest so his throat gets, like, sliced open or something? Dankred?
You feel that?
Yeah, shouldn't we be stopping this? Oh no, I'm having a migraine. Now's not the time for that.
I know this sensation. It's the echo.
Just saying, it'd be more than you, the Sahagin cute. Yeah. You know which species I really think are very cute in this game? The Keycurn. I love the Keycurn. I think that's how it's pronounced.
What?
Such power! It is transcendent!
Couldn't we have done that from the start? Why did we wait to do that?
Seven hells.
Okay, so can't we just exterminate all of them?
Strike me down if you will. It is futile. I have mastered the gift. I am eternal.
Alright, so we kill all the other Sahagins around him, then kill him, and then while that ball of water's floating around, we like put it in like a jar or something, and he's stuck.
Mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial, I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants deliverance.
More like Aether Ball than water. Yeah, Ether Ball. You know, alright, I'll praise the game for actually answering the question of why didn't we do that sooner. And it's because it doesn't matter.
I beseech you, come forth!
I'm probably not going to finish this whole patch tonight. But if Leviathan's like the next quest, I'll probably do that.
Die, damn you!
Foolish shorewalker! You cannot kill that which is eternal!
Bet it hurts like hell, though, getting a bullet, like, lodged in you and having your body disintegrate.
Heavens forfend.
You don't really sound too enthused about that.
Damn it all!
Does Yugiri, have a Moogle on her, like, brooch? Or is that something else?
My being am the word. It should by right be infinite. Am I not immortal? Curse you, emissary! You promised me everlasting.
Should have attacked the crystal. That's what we should have done.
Where did he go?
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon. Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates. Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost. For a mercy, 'twould seem the Primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? Unless...
Well, we have to have a dungeon, of course. We can't just fight him
God
there.
save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
Oh, you're right down there. Understand, I speak of no normal wall of water. That which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more destructive power than aught seen in nature. Enough to raise entire coastal settlements, if his last attempt is any guide. We cannot suffer history to be repeated. Yet how in the seven hells are we to prevent it? Oh, hey. Cats. Yes. I'm not you have to get every weapon in the quest to get that, and I am not up for grinding all that shit. Or is it every yokai? You get a bonus since you're a mentor. Nice. Though our plight carries out for our action, we must take thought. Such as Leviathan remains in the open seas, effectively beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none of that which you may be sure. But Lyman herself would struggle with the best of the Lord of the World in his element in a straight fight. He would make meat and matchwood of us. We need another plan, that much is plain. Let's return to Limsa and see if we cannot think of one. I shall wait you in the command room. Oh, was that not her? Oh no, that was her that said that. Jibanyan, yep. I have Komajiro, so we just cats. It's like my cat, everyone else's cat. I'm gonna warp back. I got it because I need to stop in like 30 minutes at the latest. So I gotta get this moving. If Leviathan's coming up in like a mission or two, we can get that far. But wrapping up 2.2, we'll probably have to wait until tomorrow night. Isn't Komajiro supposed to be like a white dog? I don't know. I don't really know Yokai Watch that well. I know Whisper and Jibanyan and QB. Question marks. Homo-san is the white one. I'm sure I'll know all about it once I get all the yokai. Wait. Oh. It's like, what the fuck? Check to the command room. Pray do not keep the Admiral waiting. Oh, I missed the party chat.
There used to be a hamlet beyond South Tidegate in western Lanosha. Halfstone, it was called. Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the company of heroes put him down before he could do too much damage. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Halfstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
Aye, the thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood.
There's 3 quests left in 2.2, though I don't know how long cutscenes will be.
Stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations.
I can go 45 minutes at most, but I have to stop before 2:30.
What befell Halfstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa. That cannot happen. The primal must be stopped.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it? The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges.
Well, what happened to the volume there?
They did. 7 hells. Is there no way that we might strike back?
The company of heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
Admiral, if I may.
Speak freely, Marshal.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself. Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe.
Yeah, you missed King Mogul last stream.
This, in effect, is
there
what
wasn't much
the
to
company
it.
of heroes achieve with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told. If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
Of course! Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
Used to be a big roadblock for new people. It's one of the fights that's changed the most for the better now, so it's just a fun one. I mean, I got the hang of it, but it was just mostly just the team I was with just destroyed him.
Take the specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis. But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another.
How? How would you quantify
In
that?
matters of science, I am as a babbling babe. But I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed two ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder. By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
Now, from what I have
That's very
gleaned of
pretty
these
eyes.
matters, the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target. To wit, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan. This in itself will be no small feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel. Suffice it to say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
Twill be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse. Very well. Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Morabee Bay. Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait. Storm Marshal Slafierson, command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
I want that twink obliterated.
At once, Admiral.
And then there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well, Warrior of Light.
I'm guessing next patch is Primal is going to be in Ul'dah. Or not in Ul'dah, in Danalan. Since we had one in Gridania and one in Limsa. You were thinking the same thing? Beings held as gods also exist in what you call the Far East. Legends tell us they walked among us in days of yore, but I confess that I never truly believed them. That I should live to behold one is humbling and horrifyingly in equal measure. Now that I have come face to face with a primal, I do begin to understand why the Garleans fear them so. Damn, dude. Plowing through that door. What is it? A message, Admiral. I judged it best to be delivered at once. I'm listening. Next one's in the Shroud again, actually. Oh. According to the Yellow Jackets, a man has appeared who claims to have defeated Leviathan. One of the company of heroes. Is he a liar like the one that said he slayed Titan? The details are yet hazy, Admiral. We've dispatched one of our own to question the individual. I'm disinclined to put any store in this claim. And even should it be true, it is as Yutola said. None save the company of heroes have bested Leviathan, and we know how they went about it. If this man is of their number, what could he tell us that we do not know already? And yet, having wagered Limsa's survival on 2 ships, some rope, and a pile of crystals, can we really afford to ignore this man? If his testimony could yield us any manner of advantage, should we not hear it? Damn it all. The twin vessel will soon be ready. We have no time to wait for the Maelstrom's report and the supposed Primal Slayer's claims. Shozai, seek him out and learn what he knows. At the very least, it will spare you the torment of waiting for the reckoning in idleness. The man you're looking for is believed to be a resident of the Grey Fleet in Lower La Noscea. Storm private sent to question him should already be in the vicinity. May your journey prove fruitful. Fruitful. Oops, fingers on the wrong buttons. I might do that, yeah, I might do that tomorrow or tonight after I'm done streaming and eating. I might log back in and set up the game for controller play, and I'll give that a shot tomorrow. The only downside is, like, the only Bluetooth controller I have is the Switch controller, and having to sync that to the computer every single time I want to use it isn't the most fun thing to do. But, I mean, I did it for the entirety of Persona 3, so it's not like it's something completely new to me. Where am I supposed to... Oh. Actually, in Lower La Noscea. Quickest way to get there is... No Aetheryte at all here? If this is the same fuck from the Titan quest, that's gonna be really funny. Remember when he cheated while we were punching boulders? That was cool. Definitely one of the more memorable Realm Reborn things. That's a bit worrisome that that's one of the high points. If that's considered memorable. I mean, it is, but... I check my Digimon here. It's asleep, but... Yeah, turn into Gatsumon, or Gotsumon. Oh, Dodo. Wait, where am I going? Maybe just to... fuck around. Shh. I got Gutsatron's Troctum, undisputed champion of the swimmer's pool. Very well, I'll give you a match with Minstrel Sting of. Just gonna attempt this real quick. If I lose once, I will come back to it later. 3 open. Okay. Chaos. Oh, okay, we're set on these. I don't want to expose 2. Okay, he's screwed. An auto-attacking 1 level 49 enemy for the past 5 minutes, and they're still at 50% HP when you're level 90. I have no idea how good a caster auto-attack damage is. Unless there's just a full-on fighter jet as a mount, yeah. Alright, I don't care about prizes. Doubtless you could tell I went easy on ye. Wouldn't be seemly for the undisputed champion of the swimmer's pool to go out against a hapless adventurer. Literally 18 damage per hit. Okay. I know better than that to stand around then. Now look here, you'll have your bloody story right after you carry those sacks of grain over to the mill. But sir, that's what you said before you had me pick those oranges for you. And before I mucked out the chocobo stables. And before I rolled that millstone over to the mill, and also before... Gods, man, here's a baby chocobo tattoo, I just noticed that. What is the significance of that? Gods, man, I've worked 3 days straight without a wink of sleep. 3 days! And do you hear me complaining? that face, that's like a Gmod, like, distortion. I suppose some of us just ain't made for the rougher stuff. Alright, give you what you want. Never let it be said that old Tractome ain't a generous soul. Now prick up your ears, boy, because I won't be repeating myself. Sorry, do what in my ears? Too modest, see? Besides, there's only so much epicness a man can take in one sitting, you can? I hate him. Why did my main attack spell as white as WHM just did 16,000 on him? The tale of Tractum's epic victory over the dead primal Leviabetus. Now, Leviabetus is huge, make no mistake. To give you an idea how big, each of his scales is about as wide across as me members long. And that's no mean feat, let me tell you, good God. I don't like this man. When I fought him, I could barely see for all the brine he was pelting me with. Must have been lagoons worth at least. Even knocked me trusty axe out of me hands on one stage. Of course, it proved to be a grave mistake. Cringe man, yeah. What happened next? Well, I grabbed him by the tail and tied him up in knots. But not wanting to take all the glory for myself, I let me mates in the company of heroes handle the rest. Like I said, I'm modest as well as heroic. Mayhap too modest. Now there's some that say some say ye can never truly beat Leviabetus. That you've got to learn to live with them and make the best of a bad situation. Not the company, though. Oh, it's you! I'm sorry, I didn't mean I was just enjoying the attention is all. I take back everything I said. I knew it was going to be him again. I was never part of the company heroes. I'm no marauder, I'm actually a complete coward. I'm nothing, I'm chocobo dung. No, I'm the maggots you find wriggling in chocobo dung. I have to lie to women to tumble them, and that don't happen much. Me member's tiny, it's pathetic. Okay, you know what? That's a good runner for stream thumbnail. I'm sure as hells didn't fight Leviabetus, but I have seen him with my own eyes. 'Twas a fair few years back, when I was working as a baker's hand. I was shirking me duties one day, loitering about the harbor when I saw it. A great big massive sea serpent, some moms off the coast, with a fleet of galleons making straight for it, cannons firing. I was so bloody scared I soiled myself right there and then. What? Oh God, just remembering that day made me soil myself all over again. Hey, wait, if you're asking after Leviabetus, means you're planning to fight him, ain't ye? Well, take care, he really is terrible. Dreadful, I tell ye. If you're not careful, you end up in his gullet or at the bottom of the sea. Okay, that's cool. I'm fine with the first thing. Why, you worthless lying whore son! Can't believe you made me handle chocobo dung! Chocobos are canonically quite smelly. Shozai, this is Minfilia. Were you able to learn aught of use against the Leviathan? I beg your pardon. Leviabetus? I see. That is unfortunate. At any rate, I have tidings for you. The twin vessel is now complete. We await you at the Mora Bay dry docks. Pray make your way there as soon as you're able to. Hate you. Oh. Told your jaunt to the Grey Fleet proved fruitless. My sympathies, lad. I'll wager it's safe to take your mind off the events of recent days, though. But enough of that nonsense. The moment of truth is upon us. The twin vessel, the War Eater, I call her, is complete. Halligan Melon. And she surpasses all my expectations. In addition to her prodigious tonsage, I don't know what that word is, she's been fitted with a platform that you and yours might maneuver freely in battle. Would mention that she's also nigh unsinkable, but I'm not one to tempt fate. The war leader and her crew stand ready, my friend. Just give the word and we shall bear you to Leviathan. Tonnage and Eorzea speak, okay. I know that look. You're ready. Having been constructed in some haste, the war leader may not be pretty, but I assure you she's capable. You melon. Do you have a second melon? She has been fitted with what our friends at Nadik and Vimelis are calling an elemental converter. Assuming the thing works, it will use the power of the corrupted crystals on board to rob Leviathan of his hold over water. Depending on how the battle unfolds, you may well need to activate the device manually. Keep that in mind. Okay, got it. Raid mechanic. It is expected that the Sahagin and their thralls will attempt to come to Leviathan's defense. Accordingly, the Maelstrom will once again employ diversions. Dankard Nishtola, I would have you assist in this effort. It is to fulfill its purpose. Your divisionary force must not want numbers. By your leave, I would too volunteer my blade. Push button when snake hidden. Okay. We would welcome it. Having you fight in the Sapsa, I dare say the fishbacks will find your presence highly diverting. Dankard Nishtola, if you would join the 3rd Levy and the Lady Ugiri the 5th. But what words have I for the man who has made a sport of slaying gods? Only these. Go warily, for the sea is an unforgiving place to wage war. May the navigator guide you through the storm, warrior of light. I would echo the Admiral's sentiments and add a few words of mine own. Know that we all have the utmost faith in you, Shozai. May the crystal bless and keep you. So is there an easy version of those, or is it just like because we're in the hard mode territory, it's only hard or higher at this point? Nope, hard or extreme. Okay. So when I choose this, are you two automatically will lock in, right? Weird terminology. Hard to them just means 8-player. Okay. Are we all good? Should I commence, or do we have to wait for anyone? Go. Okay. Hello, Theo Bear. How you doing? Commence. It'll show who's waiting. All right. Yeah, this might be depending on how long this takes to finish. I mean, the fight's probably not going to take incredibly long, but... This is undoubtedly going to be the last fight of the night. Just because I have to eat something soon, and I want to do that within the next half hour. This one is sadly too quick. Okay. I'm fine with an easy time. There's another Lalafell BLM here. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Eorzean Mother Base. What are we doing? We're doing the Leviathan fight for MSQ. I assume there's no barriers and you can fall off there. Oof. Wolf. Thank you, whoever protected me from taking splash there. What happened? How did we all get wiped there? That's fine. Does everyone need to push the button, or is it like a one person does it and it's all good? Just one, okay. But to reflects magic and head reflects physical range. Oh, there's multiple targets? Dire Splume. Okay. So I'm assuming Dire Splume is the tail. Or is it this thing? keep forgetting to use flare. Takes a bit of time, but its damage is definitely worth tacking on to the end. Oh, we do that event too? Which one? The Yokai Watch one? I just noticed that, I'm sorry. I was too busy reading. Yeah, 75 blocks. Alright, nope, no prizes here. I still don't fully get how the loot system works at the end of the dungeons. A little confused about that. Report to Mel Weeb in the... Okay, we're going back. Going back to Ligma Limosa. Only EX has prizes. We could quickly blast him once, maybe get you a prize. No, it's fine. Looks like there's 2 more quests for this. I don't think I'll be able to get through them before I have to stop. Alright. Good. Yeah, I know it's dead. That's fine too, because I was in that fight would have been a hell NATO having that there. Yeah, the PNG tuber thing, I have to maybe consider using a new program, because Godot constantly crashes while I'm using it. Wet Dreams. Hello, Wet Dreams. Knowing the urgency of your business, it's best to refrain from making conversation during your past few visits. But today I'll permit myself a few words. Ahem. I feel truly privileged to have had the honor of admitting a hero such as you. You're an inspiration to us all, sir. And on that note, the Admiral awaits you in the command room. Wink! I'm just gonna leave the PNG tuber dead at this point. There's no point in me reloading it. Back to my own world. We'll come around next time. Sure, I'm probably gonna stream tomorrow night, but earlier, so I can get more done. I'm gonna try to see if I can clear 2.3 tomorrow night, and then whatever time I have left, I'll do some other stuff.
Till sea swallows all, and swallow all it would have had Leviathan prevailed. That we still strive now, we owe in no small part to you.
I'm not gonna stop just yet, EV2. Don't worry, I still got a little more to read through.
Not for the first time, you have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath of a primal. Never has our nation known a stouter ally.
Oh, but if you're going to bed, then take care. Have a good night. Yeah, we showed Leviathan who the true swallower here is. And it was me. I swallow like the best of them.
On behalf of my people, I give you my humblest thanks.
Also, Mouse, thank you so much. Mouse and Ayla, I thank you both for all the assistance tonight. Oh, you're going to bed, okay. Take care, both of you.
'Tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard, too, for his fine solution. Whatever else he may have been, 'tis clear he was a resourceful soul. Would that I had a man like him in my service.
I'm just gonna go for like another 10 minutes, however long these cutscenes
Before I
take.
set foot in these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. Suffice it to say, their existence came as something of a shock, as did the idea that they could be defeated. This experience has served to remind me of the vastness of the world, and the boundless potential of man. Though I am but a refugee in this realm, I would fain be of use to you in your fight. Know that I am tutored in one of the foremost combat arts of the Far East. It may seem outlandish to the Eorzean eye, but should any of your people care to learn, I would be pleased to initiate them.
In other words, talk to me to get a new job.
I will see to it that they are grateful. I have no doubt that your knowledge and skills will serve us well. Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Geary, my beloved. Ayla was pretty happy to see them.
Naught escapes your searching eye, Admiral. Few are privy to this information, but Limsa Lominsa is home to a certain secret fraternity. Its members are trained in a form of combat not unlike your own. By my judgment, it should not be beyond such individuals to adapt to the techniques I witnessed you employing with such admirable deftness.
You're typing up a resume cover letter, you got nothing to say about yourself. Okay, I might actually be able to help you with that, but not right this second. I'll talk to you after I eat.
I'm heartened to hear this. I too noted a kinship between your style and mine own, though it seemed to me that you fought differently in the beginning.
I suppose I did. What can I say?
Yes, exactly.
I'm
Mac and cheese dinner.
Many talents.
There you may
You should see me on Critical Role every Thursday.
Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these parts.
Yestola! You jest, of course.
Yes, I was jesting. He actually got possessed by an evil being and killed a bunch of people. That actually happens.
But for a chance
wow, look at
encounter
his
with
eyes are
Artemis'
so
grandsire,
like bulgy.
He might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlayan, or taken up his post in Uldar, which is where he trained in the blade, lest you wonder.
You were joking? Well, it's Saturday night. Of course I'm going to eat mac and cheese at 2 in the morning.
Minfilia, please!
It's called the Dark Matter era? Yeah, but that wasn't Dark Matter. That was a literal person that possessed him.
It would seem there is more to you than meets the eye, Master Thancred.
Thancred. I keep saying Doncred.
Lady Ugiri, I am told that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement, and that many domins have since been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's Toll. Morderna is many things, but a place of refuge it is not. Know that I would like nothing better than to furnish your people with a new home here on Lominsan soil.
Mac and cheese curry,
Alas, racked by instability as we are, our nation is in no fit state to take you in.
I have put the curry powder that I have on the mac and cheese before. It's not bad, but it's too strong for Kraft mac and cheese. Kraft mac and cheese's flavor is too mild for spicy curry on it.
Blind eye to your suffering. Until such time as we can do more, I pledge to send provisions.
Because it just overpowers it completely. What I do is, if we have leftover tomato sauce, mac and cheese with chili, I've done that too. I don't dislike it, but it doesn't taste like special. It just tastes like macaroni and cheese with a can of chili in it. Like, it doesn't really... I feel like it doesn't complement each other that well. However, my family does make tomato sauce often for, like, spaghetti or like ziti. And if there's leftover tomato sauce, homemade tomato sauce, I will toss that in there with some hot pepper flakes. And that is absolutely delicious. I used to put bacon in my mac and cheese, too. But not right now, because that would... Should try mac and cheese chili. It's not bad. I mean, I use store-bought for all of it. Canned, boxed. Dreaming Gino, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
We are in your debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment, but if it please you, I shall set about sharing my martial knowledge with your people.
Get followed, bench. Thank you. Know that I would like nothing more to furnish your people. Alas, racked by instability, our nation's no... Morderna has many things, a place of refuge is not. I'll take you, turn a blind eye. We could pledge to send provisions. Okay. Hat. Whose birthday is it? I guess it's still technically my affiliate versary until the 22nd.
You wished a word in private.
The better not to spoil the festive mood. History repeats itself, Admiral. As the kobolds did before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god over a territorial feud. They acted in self-preservation. It may be
that priest certainly
Sahagin
didn't.
initiated this particular clash, but how it begins does not interest me so much as how it ends.
I have not forgotten our conversation, Yashtola.
Yashtola.
I am aware that man bears part of the blame for the Primal's existence. Nor am I ignorant of the Sahagins' reason for acting. They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their kind might survive. Self-preservation, as you say. But we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our own survival is threatened, are we to lay down our arms and welcome oblivion? Nay.
Yashtola.
And so you kill, that you might live. Yet if living is a right, then that right belongs to all peoples, be they men or beastmen.
So are Mikote beastmen,
I'll
or...
not deny your reasoning. But when a storm gathers, it falls to me to see my people safely through it. That is my duty, and I shall do it.
As must we all, Admiral. Stay the course, then. But know that it will lead to no good end.
Haha, duty.
Man has ever put himself first and foremost. To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness, though it be a fancy of his own making. In this, mayhap the Garleans and we Domans are not so different.
Eorzea has become as a raging sea. If we are to keep our heads above the waves, we cannot scruple to drown the man next to us.
Scruple.
When hopes of coexistence founder, strength must determine who has the greater right to live.
Lord of the World. Yeah, there's still 2 more quests here to finish up this patch, but it's probably going to be all, you know, talk to person A, talk to person B. Fed up with this world. Everybody betray me. Oh, hi, Mark. Neil Breen tweeted out that he's working on his next movie script. Good cinema fans, keep winning. Sentinel's orders to point you in the direction of the Laminsian underworld. The Admiral has informed me of the arrangement. I have in my keeping a letter of introduction for Lady Ugiri. To the south stands a gate leading to a pier for a smaller fishing vessel. Look for an inconspicuous Huron man, and present the letter to him. He serves as a gatekeeper of sorts. Now, before you go, I'm obliged to remind you that the members of the fraternity to which you'll be introduced to abide in the shadows of Laminsian society. They value their independence more highly than pirates, and are united by a bond stronger than mithril. To wit, they are invariably wary of new faces. They'll be penned by the Admiral himself. Mere words on parchment will only get you so far in their confidence. You must work for every ounce of trust they place in you. But here's the letter. Go to the aforementioned place and show it to the aforementioned man. Oh, and good luck. So, God, you knew the reference? I mean, hey. I'm a man of culture. I may be of diminutive stature, but my culture levels are through the roof. Oh, hi, doggy. What do you think, Mr. Inconspicuous Old Man in Mime? The ride on TV when that movie was first aired. I mean, when Adult Swim aired it and they had to put censor bars over like 80% of the screen because of the sex scenes. That movie was known from before then. I mean, it was known for a long time. Adult Swim just got the rights to air it. Somehow. Got business with me, Venturer? Letter penned by Admiral Merweeb and introducing Yugiri of Doma to the members of Limzomince's as of yet unnamed secret fraternity. Didn't have internet. Wow. So you're the man the Admiral sent word of. I was hoping I might catch a glimpse of Thancred too. Been a while since I saw his shite-eaten grin. With all the doe-eyed wenches about, I expect he's got his hands full. So I cannot save comms to work on, but I hope to catch the next stream. Good luck. Well, thank you. I'm actually going to stop, like, as soon as this cutscene's over. I have to be out of here. I have to go down, finish this up and eat. Start making food before, half past. But, thank you. My next stream's probably going to be tomorrow night. Earlier. Much earlier than this. Didn't get any until, like, a bit after I met you. Really? And you must be the Far Easterner that Merweeb says she wants to train with us. Welcome to Limsa, milady. I'm Yugiri of Doma. 'Tis an honor to make your acquaintance. I must confess, when I first learned of your organization, I had certain preconceptions as to the nature of your membership. It would seem I was mistaken. Not the first person to say that, lass. Lim's a city of pirates, to be sure, and pirates don't give two farts about keeping a spotless reputation. They hardly need a secret society to do their dirty work. Might be as my people and I keep to the shadows, but we got nothing to be ashamed of. Simply better for the business that we remain unseen. You didn't have internet till, like, right before you met me. Really? The Tagaki-E days. And so have you developed fighting techniques suited to this purpose, I see. Know that the practitioners of my art, too, are denizens of the shadow. 'Tis in stealth that our strength lies. There's much we might learn from one another, I think. Then what in 7 hells are we waiting for? Come with us, Yugiri of Do-What's-It. We could get acquainted in more private surrounds. Ha! That didn't come out right, did it? Master Shozai, I shall remain with these people for a time, that I might study their ways. Though I am loath to be separated from my countrymen, I take solace in the fact that the knowledge that they are in the best of hands. You've been a true friend to us Domans. No words would suffice to express my gratitude. Ere long, I hope to begin imparting my martial knowledge to the people of Eorzea. When that time comes, it will be my honor to welcome you as a student. Not agreeingly. And we get a weapon coffer. Nice. Yami-Yugi, yeah. Yugi's an air of a woman bursting with gratitude. This looks like it's gonna, yeah. It's 224. This is the last quest of this patch. And it's probably gonna be all cutscenes and such. Yeah, this is like slightly too much. It's gonna be all dialogue. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna stop here. We'll resume this tomorrow night. We'll finish this quest, and then we'll move right into patch 2.3. And everything will be fun. We'll all have fun forever. Nothing bad will happen to anyone. And we will all be good. Nothing bad will ever happen again, ever, to anyone. Ooh, that's good dialogue. Ayla showed me the cutout sniff the chocobo dialogue. I will protect with tank power. Thank you, Mouse. Alright, well, I'll be around. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you for the follows and such. Oh, Other Bear followed me. Oh, that's right. I thanked them when they first came in. Cool. Thank you so much. If you want to watch more streams, check out my suggested streamers on my Twitch page. We're at 551 followers now. That's cool. Thank you. Biologist Owl is playing Ocarina of Time Randomizer, and they are a buddy of mine. So I'm going to go ahead and throw them a raid. Say hi to them. Take care. I'll be back tomorrow night, hopefully a lot earlier. And, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Have a great night, everyone. Take care.